Well, folks, we're back. It's Cambridge Chamber of Commerce Tech Talk, and I'm here with my old buddy, Adam Oldfield from FPM3. How are you, Adam?
I'm well, Greg.
You know what I'm excited about is the first one we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
artificial intelligence.
You know what? This is changing the scope of how we are going to be judged by authorities. Right now in Australia, they are now deeming when you commit a crime, all of our social media information is accessible by the authorities. And when they do this, say you're caught for shoplifting, or let's just even say a traffic ticket for speeding, they will actually calculate your information, enter the data, and a computer through artificial intelligence will pull out an algorithm that deems whether you will or will not recommit the crime.
And does it take artificial intelligence to figure that out?
What happens is you can take a theory of sitting and chatting with Greg.
Like, let's say speeding. Have you ever been caught for a speeding ticket?
Of course I have.
Have you ever sped since then?
Of course I have.
So we know it doesn't take artificial intelligence.
No, but it took twice to do it. This actually will deem it to say you're going to do it again. So we're just going to increase the fine. So that way we know you won't.
Right away.
Right away, you'll be.
So if they find you're a chronic speeder, that's it. You're just going to get the big one right away.
If it deems you're a chronic speeder, you're paying the price for your next ticket.
Is this being used right now?
It's already implemented. Yes, correct. It's in Australia, so it's not in North America yet. But this is just one example of what we can expect to see sort of in our market. Yes.
So what do you think the defense will be on that?
Well, I would have to say I'd like to argue against the Android, but at the end they might argue that it's a BlackBerry QNX system, which is much more intelligent. But they've actually proven it is 98% accurate. They've actually tested this, ran the test, said, would you do this crime? You know, they go through the crime example where they do it again, and then they judge when they actually say, have you gone through this example? And they've actually got a 98% accuracy on this.
Well, you know, that'll be very important outside of the traditional speeding, but in the more harsh crimes.
Absolutely.
I think it'll be revolutionary for judges, for courts, for everything.
There's a movie with Sylvester Stallone called Judge Dredd. This is exactly what it's going to be. You will be judged in your future crime versus being judged just for the crime you're on. By a computer, yes.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
How about, this is the best ever.
Yep.
These ransomware hackers, they're starting to get like sophisticated business people.
We talk about Bitcoins. Bitcoins is a big thing. It's a currency, cryptocurrency, which means it's an encrypted way of paying money, but it's encrypted in a way that there really isn't a country it associates with. But a lot of hackers like it because you can't trace it. You can't put a little die on it, it doesn't explode. And one of the things we've heard about in a lot of the ransomware environments is that they now are having a problem collecting. Because what happens is they're shutting down hospitals saying, you owe 30 Bitcoins, and everyone's going, what's a Bitcoin? Well, how do I get a Bitcoin?
It's a little bitty coin.
How do I find a Bitcoin? So hackers, well, you know what? They're smart. They set up a support system that you can go online and say, we appreciate you don't know.
Now that's ridiculous.
Well, you know, it's kind of smart when you think about it because everyone's like, how do I pay my bill? I don't know how.
So there's just an acceptance now that hacking is now an industry.
It creates a bit of a tech support. So there's people with headphones literally going, hello, welcome back to Ransomware. How can I help you? How do I get a Bitcoin? Well, thank you for calling, sir. Would you like to fill out this 5-minute survey on how you like to be hacked? I don't know how they're doing it, but I can tell you that they do have a support site that explains how to get Bitcoins. Which, by the way, is trading pretty high right now. That's another topic altogether.
Yes. And we should talk about that at some point because that's really interesting. How about Apple Park?
You know what?
Pizza building.
They're about to launch their buildings. This was a vision of Steve Jobs years ago, and he built the Apple Center. I mean, it's literally a massive circular, I mean, it's seen from space. I mean, we're talking Great Wall of China, and 190 years from now, they'll be talking about the Apple Center. Yeah. Well, they've also, at the same time, patented a pizza box. Now, what makes it interesting is I shouldn't call it a box because box relates to a square or rectangle. And I thought about it afterwards, and it's really kind of smart. They created a circular pizza box, and it's elevated so it keeps the crust not from getting soggy and keeps it hot.
Well, most pizzas are round.
They are. Yeah.
They always came in a square box.
So I guess Apple just created a circular.
Thought, why would you have round or square boxes for round?
It's all about efficiency and simplicity. But you know, of all things,
Apple.
I was going to say the iPhone 8 is nothing compared to an Apple patent box. So they've got a patent. How to make money by Apple. You know what? You corner the market, come up with other items. So congratulations, Apple.
Patent. It doesn't matter what it is. How about these new wireless headbuds?
You know, this is not a craze. This is an actual, in my opinion,
this could evolve like way down the road to something
much bigger, huge,
very important.
So what we got are we're so used to wearing earbuds. I mean, we disconnect from society as it is. We throw headphones on, walk down the street, get on the subway, the LRT, the bus, whatever it is. while we're out there, these headbuds are going to amplify even more, meaning they will have cancellation. It's not about hearing better, it's about not hearing. And so one of these new features they're talking about with these earbuds that you're going to be hearing, similar to what we laughed at Apple about, but now these Bluetooth earbuds, they actually fit inside the ear canal, and what it does is it muffles the sound as much as it amplifies it. So let's say you go to a concert, it will actually know the decibel level to pull it down so it doesn't do damage.
So you can set it automatically.
It automatically can set it.
Really?
And the other side, imagine you're walking in a park, and we all enjoy a good park setting, and especially in a big, busy city, the ambulance is going, fire trucks are happening, someone's yelling at someone else, there's a horn in the distance, but you just want to enjoy the tweets of the birds, the soft wind. This actually will cancel out noise. So you can sit in a park and only hear the ambient noise around you. So this is in existence, and it started off as a hearing enhancement for those that had disability. This is actually probably going to become one of those bio-wearing.
You get up in the morning,
throw
put
them
on
in.
your other jewelry and stick in your
They're
earbud.
actually claiming you should wear them at bed because it will cancel all noise at night so you won't be disturbed even in the evening. Yes.
Permanent.
Permanent, yes. It will be almost, that's why I say it's BioWare. This is going to be the future of which will protect our ear canal.
That's unbelievable. UK government looking in to pass a bill that will force Facebook and other social media to actually give you the ability to mass delete your past.
Yeah, well, this topic is interesting.
Important for
This is important. What happens right now? You're young. You've got all the power in the world. What it does is it allows you to actually. This law in the UK will allow social media to give access to users to delete their past. Now, right now you can do it. You can go onesie twosies and go back to when you're 15 years old and go, oh my God, there's me drunk. I'll have to get rid of that. So this gives you a mass opportunity to collect and delete any of your past in a mass volume. So it's the right to remove is what they refer to it. So that way, you know what? You don't want everyone to know your entire life. Well, this will give you the access to do that, and that's just been passed by the government.
The only hiccup in the whole thing is the artificial intelligence now going on in Australia.
Well, when they start making accusations of, I've seen you do it before, you just didn't get caught. Yes, absolutely.
And there's lots of smart wear fitness devices, whether it's Apple Watch or Samsung Watch. What's happening in that front?
Well, we can see smartwear went up, it's gone down. The last piece to this point is that smartwear has gone to a level of where, right now I have a Samsung Galaxy Gear, and it measures my heartbeat, tells me my steps. The new ones though, if I want to lift a weight or I want to do a push-up, it doesn't know. I have to actually, what this new GPS smartwear does is actually can count when you're doing a rep, when you're doing a push-up, and it will know exactly resistance as well. So you enter your weight and it will know how many, if you do 5 push-ups, you're actually doing these many calories and burns. So the new future of smartwear is going to be actually measuring our reps, which you haven't seen yet, and it is available today.
I need to measure a few reps.
We'll get there with you, Greg. We'll get there. What's the baby steps?
That's been Tech Talk. Stay tuned for more. They're coming right at you.